Alright, so in this video we're going to solve plants, some famous plants, and it's very awesome. All the names belong to God and they're all foreordained by God, so it's really fun. But let's get to it. Salvia is the name of this sweet sucker, and they're nice red fireworks, very much on fire here. But salvia uses the exact same letters as saliva, and it's an I am double. The front half equals the back half equals 32. Gorgeous red fiery guys. And they come in different colors. But the word of the Lord came to me while I was at Surrey Christian School, where they were selling all this stuff for a fundraiser for a mission trip, and so I bought a bunch and solved all the names at the same time. But salvia, same letters as saliva, okay? S-A-L-I-M. V-I-A, I-am. 32 at the front, 32 at the back. That's I-am plus 9, I-am plus 9. But it's the letter for letter parallelism that is so perfect, which is why it's one of my favorite, and it's irresistible, and they are gorgeous. Salvia, and you can solve the rest, splendens and all those other different. But salvia, saliva. What do they have in common? They're both created by the great I am. We solved geraniums in previous video. You can watch that. At the time, Father God. Marigold was one of the most obvious to kickstart this whole operation. I-A-M, letter for letter, going this way, and then another 23 in perfect symmetry, the GLD going that way, leaving behind 33 Amen in the word Marigold. Okay, and in the providence of God, I am amazed at how many times God has given me the word, revealed the math to it, revealed the math behind it for his personal names, and then at some point in the very near future, he blesses me to actually receive that item. And so I hold in my hands, in living color, a real live Marigold, which I got from the Christian garage sale. And you know, Jesus said, look at the lilies of the field. Even Solomon in all of his glory was not arrayed like one of these. You slow down and you look at God's creation. And truth be told, when I went to said garage sale, all I wanted to do was be around the living things. It's like be around the plants and the people. It's like when you look at God's creation in all of its cell-dividing wonder, and you're just like, yeah, this is mind-blowing. So, solving plant names, it's a worthy exercise. The word plant, for the record, is a triple I am construct. But Marigold is a very fun one, and you can solve all the terms behind all the different parts of the plant and stuff. Okay. Golden. Dusty Miller. Marigolds are so fun, man. I mean, giant poof ball on the top. How fitting that it's an I am double. Like, Nate, so cool. Okay. And then the word garden and Eden both end in I am, the famous word end. Okay, garden is I am God. The word garden equals green. Like, very obvious. Look at the letters in garden. G-R-E-N, and the A plus D is 4 plus 1 equals 5 equals E, number 2. Garden equals green equals I am God. But notice the I am, okay? And you can pull the 23 out of the word garden and green, of course. I love it. Solve every single flower name, every single plant name under the sun. And that is what we have been doing. I have laid the foundation, and it's so awesome. So we got some right here. Let's keep going. Because I'm excited about this, because this is the first time in my life that I have had the Lord speak to me and open my eyes regarding his personal names and all these plants that I've known for years past, but now I have the Gematria revelation, okay? So what is this guy? Some of you out there know what this is. This is Dusty Miller. And it jumped out at me like a truck as soon as I read the name again, Dusty Miller. The ER equals I am on the ending. Okay. Lo and behold, everything in front divides by 3. So Dusty Miller parallels I am. Well, what's in front is the famous 135, Christ plus Father. And you can find Christ plus Father easily. Father, T-Y-M, Christ, D-U-S-I-L-L, bang. And it just occurred to me that, in particular, that set of letters that builds Christ perfectly equals the hope. Christ in you, the hope of glory. Christ is the hope of the world. Hope also equals faith, okay? We call it the Christian faith, or simply the faith. Well, the faith equals Christ. There's only one true faith. The faith equals Christ. But it's really it's a perfect equation, because the is 33, faith is 44. 33 plus 44 equals 77. Christ. Okay, well, lo and behold, at the front of, you see the glory of God in a single plant name. At the front of Dusty Miller is DUS. That's 44. That equals hope. That equals faith. Then you hit Father perfectly in the next 3 letters. Then you hit the in the next 3 letters. So you've just gone 3, 3, 3. Faith or hope, Father, and then the, which equals Amen. Well, the plus hope equals Christ. So you have Christ wrapping Father. It ends in ER, the greatest name of all, I am, which summarizes the entire Trinity at large. Dusty Miller. Buy it. I bought it. I threw my money at those Christian people. I said, bless you for your mission trip. I bought this plant, and now I'm preaching the glory of God on a video that will affect future generations. That's how it works. And you can solve all the different parts of plants, and we've done a lot of that. But this guy has a name. Dusty Miller is his name. And all people everywhere worldwide agreed that's what it's called, because God is sovereign over the names. So Dusty Miller. Okay. Christ, Father, I am. Bang. Sitting in the name. Dusty Miller. And cool. And it ends in I am. Very awesome. So, folks, and then gardening puts I am at the dead center. Gardener, it will end in double I am. God, I am, I am. And folks, if we see a great awakening, like, we will have far more beautiful gardens and far more free time in this country than any of us have ever experienced. Trust me. God's blessing will blow our minds if everyone gets saved and gets on track. Okay, so there you go. Dusty Miller. And plants, especially floral plants, are so beautiful. It's just like, okay, people, it's not hard. Let's propagate this material, get real artists together, and create large, public, screamingly gorgeous, world-class gardens that are like highly worthy of our. Okay. So we did Marigold, we did Dusty Miller, we did Salvia, geraniums we did the other day. I can preach on a couple other ones. Dahlia, very easy to see the I am in dahlias, and we've solved a lot of these names before. Gerbera daisies, very stunning. The pair of ERs. Gerbera is I am flawlessly from the inside out. The central B parallels I am minus 21. Then you get ER, I am on the head, then another ER, I am on the head, and then the G8, which is 8, I am minus 15. So Gerbera is from the inside out. So, other things. So, it's a treasure hunt in your house, and I'm just sharing everything. Now that I have the whole solution. Kirkland signature from Costco. Why is it called Kirkland? Well, you know why. Because I am is the dead center of Kirkland. That is why Costco Kirkland brand is so successful, and why there are products with Kirkland printed on them in households and in people's lives and in businesses all over this universe. It's for the glory of the great I am, who dreamed up the people and God dreamed up Kirkland. He dreamed up the people that are behind Kirkland. He orchestrated the symphony from the beginning, when they would be born, the ideas that would come to them, when the thoughts would be there, how they would agree on this stuff, who would do the graphic design. Kirkland signature, and then signature divides by, we've solved signature before, but Kirkland signature in total parallels I am, because signature divides by 3. But it's very important, let me say again, it's very important that the dead center of the name equal I am. That is huge. That is one of God's favorite things to do. Okay? So the dead center of Kirkland is KL. The bookends of look. KL. Okay? Which equals I am, 23. And then everything else divides by 3 on top of that. You can do the math again. It's 11 plus it's 30, 57 on top of that. which is quite cool because I do believe signature is double 57, so you end up with triple 57 outside of the I am. But I'm here to reveal the mind of God to you regarding why it's called Kirkland signature. It's for the glory of the great I am. God dreamed it up, not man. God did. God uses people to perform his will. Okay? And it's enjoyable for all of us. And okay, so Kirkland we talked about. A cork. I'm presenting things that are in my possession that I can solve and declare the glory of God on. A cork at the top of the bottle. And we say pop the cork. Well, the word pop is flawless in 3 letters for I am. The I parallels the O, the PP parallel the AM. And then cork is flawless for I am. You have 36 on top of is I am plus 24. Okay. Pop the cork. Cork is on top because the I am is on top. And there you go. We solved wine and all that stuff. So it's really fun solving all this. It's really fun speaking all this. It is satisfying to your soul to labor for God in letters like this because they last forever. God is not erasing the history books at all. And and my goodness, one of my favorite verses from the Bible is in Genesis where it says, God created every tree that is pleasant to the sight and good for food. It's like it was stunningly gorgeous and it was also satisfying with its fruit. So flowers are really fun to solve. Okay, I don't think there's a human on earth who in their truest condition does not want to receive a flower from someone else. Like, in love. There's no human on earth that would hate someone giving them a flower. I'm pretty sure of it. Okay. All right. As long as they're filled with the Spirit of God. Okay. So, solving everything, solving plant names, food names, flower names, all that good stuff. Very cool. But I love sharing the personal gems that God reveals to me for the first time. Because when you first discover something, it's very exciting. And you like to share the story of where you were, when it happened. I was, at Surrey Christian School where they were selling these plants to raise funds for a missions trip. And Salvia, oh my gosh, same letters as saliva. Double I am. Salvia, the plant. Geraniums. And then you memorize the spelling because you know the math on it. Geraniums. Marigold. Marigold was one of my favorite Kickstarters. And then things get crazier and crazier. And pay attention to long names like chrysanthemum and buttercups and all this stuff. Buttercups like butterscotch. You can feel it on your lips just how loaded those strings are with 23s. Butterscotch. One of my favorite flavors. BU 23, ER 23, and then the T's get married with C's to make 23. Butterscotch. Same with buttercups. And you can get really fast at this stuff. It's awesome. Okay, so that's a good start here. But you just love looking at these things. I mean, living things are so miraculous and so beautiful. Like they're so worthy because they're so intricately fabulous. Like just think of the cell division and the DNA replication that is happening in just one of these floral shoots. And it surpasses pretty much all dead machinery because it's alive and it's growing. You're just, Salvia. Okay, you can solve other words that come to mind. Red, fire. We were solving terms from Pentecost the other day. That's a great story to solve this knot out of. Salvia, Vista Red. You can solve all the different types, words galore. Have you noticed there's words galore and names galore? Because God loves words. He is the Word. He loves names. The entire book of life is just a giant glossary of names. So start memorizing names of everything and everyone and do the Gematria on them. But it's a great treasure hunt. And there's nothing like that eureka moment when you see the personal name of God jump out at you from a named item or person. So, Salvia. They're like fireworks, really. I love gems like that. Fireworks puts the W at the dead center, I am. It's just, that's the kind of glory that I'm talking about. And I've been so pay attention when God ordains two heavy hitter words to be side by side, like the word fire and the word work. Like, these are two of the biggest words in history. Well, firework. It's going to be something cool that God is sovereign over, and then do the math on the whole string. Fireworks. Always pluralize it, because God is plural. So always add that S on the end and see what bonus effects. Fireworks. Perfect. Now the W's at the dead center. I am. Fireworks. Oh yeah. There's not a human on earth that doesn't love fireworks and flowers. You know, color. Okay. So fireworks, salvia, double I am. We've solved leaves and petals and stems and all those names before. Geraniums was stunning. I am Father God in the word geraniums. E-R-I-M. Or no, geraniums is amazing. I-A-M, letter for letter. I am, letter for letter. And then E-N-G, God, the famous beginning of the word English, which equals Jesus equals God, Son. And that's how we know emphatically that E-N-G equals God. And then whatever's left in geraniums is the word Father. I am, oh yeah, it's S-U-R. 3 teams of 3 letters, no less, in geraniums. I-A-M, I am. E-N-G, God. S-U-R, Father. And there's a famous S-U-R in world history called Big Sur. Big Sur, California. It's the most beautiful portion of the coastline of California, and it's called Big Sur because Big Sur equals Big Father. As in a big father who likes big coastlines with big rugged rocks and big ocean waves, just like he likes perfectly beautiful flowers. Okay, so Big Sur, Big Father. But geraniums, bang! You see that? You see how hot this is? How hot this revelation is? It's everywhere, and it's the glory of God. So geraniums, salvia. So what happens when you put 2 I ams together? Well, if you're really good, it ultimately parallels Father. You get 4 plus 1s, a single plus 1. I'll preach the truth, folks. It's just like the word orgasm. We all know everyone likes that. Okay, when they get married and they're having babies. That's how eternal souls get created, my goodness. God likes the word very much just the way it is. But salvia, 4 plus 1s, 2 letters that divide by 3. For an overall offset of plus 1, which declares Father. The name, the topmost member of the Trinity. Okay? It's very obvious. So salvia then is 64 in total, which is Father plus 6. Okay? In 6 letters, just like Father. Okay? Salvia. Alright? Saliva. Same deal. Okay? So, the more people worship God, the happier everyone is. And then it's real happy time. And your life is really happy, and we actually have some real parties and some real awesome achievements on planet Earth. Like, I'm talking we create like the 8th wonder of the world, like a world-class garden for prayer and meditation and listening to the personal voice of God. That's all it's for. People come to walk and enjoy the beauty of the whole thing, and walk and or lie down in perfect silence, just waiting for the personal voice of God. And you can, quietly express, your praise and thanks as the Spirit leads you, but it's all very respectful to others, and it's all very God-pleasing, and it's dedicated to personal relationship growth with God. Okay, salvia, geraniums. Man, that's fun stuff. it behooves you to really sink your teeth into these words and slow down and squeeze out even more of the names of God. But I am is the tightest package, the smallest number. I'm just thinking of Salvia. Yeah, what other names can you get? So Father. So fun. And it's amazing how one little set of letters catapults you into another, like via rail, you know. You can solve balsamic vinegar. It's not hard. There's your I-A-M going backwards. So yes, I'm encouraging everyone out there to do a treasure hunt in your own home. God always calls you to start with the things that you have in your hand right now. That is what God is sovereign over. There's no mistakes in your life. What you have right now, what you've experienced up until now is exactly what you have and we're supposed to experience. Start in your own home. Do a treasure hunt in your own home and start doing Gematria on the things that you love and use in life. Just Kirkland, there it is. You know, like when you woke up as a kid and there were Easter eggs hidden by your father in the household. Do it. Start in your own home and solve everything you've ever used. So cool. All right, fun stuff. But there's something special about solving the plant names and the flower names because we were created in a garden called Eden. Garden and Eden both end in I am. The word end, the beginning and the end. So that was, and these things are just so smoking good looking. Like, but you have to slow down. There's something about flowers that you need to slow down for in order to have the beauty satisfaction really, you know, sink into you. It's because they're so mind-blowingly intricate, so preciously delicate. It blows your mind, but you need to slow down, you know. And okay, so the word petal is identical mathematically to the word plant, where you have 2 plus 2's, 2 plus 1's, and one letter divides by 3. Shares many of the same letters. Petal, plant. Only the N gets transformed to an E. Okay, those are 2 plus 2's. So it's very obvious what God is up to in the word petal and the word plant. They are triple I am constructions. The word petal equals love, if I recall. And the word plant just goes 15 points higher. I think plant equals Jehovah then? Is that correct? No, maybe it's petals plural. Hold on a second. Doesn't take long. 21. Yeah. Well, shut my mouth and call me a genius. Petal equals love. Triple I am construct. Plant goes 15 points higher, which equals Jehovah. Just let me check my math. 27 plus... No, not 15 higher. 9 higher. That's what I was off on. 9 higher. 63 is plant. Yes. Plant is 63, 9 points higher than petal. But those words are triple I am. Okay? T is I am minus 3. E is I am minus 18. AP hookup, and that's I am minus 6. The L divides by 3, can join whatever team it wants. So if you hook up the L, E, you have 17, 20, and 17 in the word petal. And then in plant, you have 32. Shooting for balanced teams, you have 20, 32, and 17. Triple I am, petal, plant. Some people call this a pom-pom. It's so simple. And don't you love simple packages like POM? P-O-M. It's perfect for G-O-D, God. It's perfect for I am. 2 plus 1's, 1 letter divides by 3. The revelation is out. Pom-pom. I am. Marigold, the word marigold is a double I am. Well, what makes marigolds happy? Well, the pom-pom on top. Everyone looks at the pom-pom. It's a pom-pom, for goodness sake. And you get the cheerleaders with their pom-poms, and it's just this giant I am fest. Okay, so, and then when the cheerleaders say USA, USA, they're saying I-A-M. And God's just in maximum pleasure, absorbing all this. Actually, He's ordained it all. He's behind it all. And His pleasure is non-stop ecstasy day and night as His name is being screamed by every atom, every molecule, every human, every rock, every tree, every plant, every named thing down here day and night. And you can do the math on it. You, everyone. from grade 3 to grade 333. If you get really good at this and keep going for a lifetime, you memorize every name of every one, everything, every plant, scientific, and you memorize where the names of God are hidden in all these things, and you just be like this walking encyclopedia of geniusness. And, okay, you'll be blessed. Okay, so, fun stuff. I love solving plants. Very cool. Living things. Okay, back to the garden. All right, anything else we want to talk about? Well, there's always lots to talk about. Anything you can grab is talkable about and solvable. Vinegar. What does the vine and the wine have in common? Well, I am is at the dead center. I am. To wine and dine and vine. What else can you say with wine and vine and changing the first letter? Kine, you know, that's a word for cows, the kine. It's just, we walk a fine line when we talk about wine from the vine after we dine. They are some of the most important famous words that apply to everything and everyone in the world. The vine. The line. That looks you look very fine. This is fine wine as we dine. Like, these are the most favorite words of God. They're bang, bang, I am at the dead center. Fine wine, we dine. While we draw the line. You're just like, yeah, no, it's the way it is, and it's fun. And it's fun to say this stuff, and it's fun to crack these jokes. Vine, dine, just go through the alphabet. Bine, someone define what bine is. Create a company, call it bine. Sine, cosine, you know, now you understand why it's called sine and cosine in mathematical terms, and you can solve tangent and all that. Yeah, tangent is an iron triple. Ooh, tangent puts God at the dead center, E-N-G. E-N-G. And the word engineer equals I am love, in order. Or God, excuse me. Okay, it starts with God, anyways. Kind, it's fun. Gine, hind, line, line. Who does it all belong to? God says it's all mine. Well, look at the word mine. It's I am me. It's God's. It's all mine, God says. At the center of the word mine is I am, and then the other letters equal me. I am me. It's all mine, says God. So, and we go to the gold mine. We go to the word mine, you know, the dictionary. So God is really in love with these words like dine, fine, wine, mine, nine, hello. The highest number that's triple, trinity, 3 times 3, 9, pine. So now you know why you like pineapple so much. It's apple parallels I am. Pine has I am at the dead center. It's the glory of God. It's the glory of the I am. But now you understand why we spell things the way that we do. Pine. Someone create a new word called quine. Tine. Someone come up with what tine means. Zine. Someone define something. Someone find something to stick the name Zine on. And see what happens with it. Zine. Okay. So start a restaurant called Zine Wine. And people will flock to it like crazy. They won't even know why. New restaurants opening up called Zine Wine Dine. And people will just come in and they'll be like, I just couldn't resist the name of this restaurant. For some inexplicable reason, my spirit was compelled to come in here. You know, I went to Fine Dine, I kid you not, open a restaurant called Fine Dine Wine Zine Mine. And people will just flock to it like crazy. They'll be like, I could not resist coming here. I don't know why. Spirit of God compelled me to come in, throw my money at this establishment. Now we're having a party in this place and we're singing our heads off to Jesus Christ. Okay, so that's the kind of glory I'm talking about. All right. Oh, look, it's Old Spice. Has I am binding the two words together. So I'm telling you the secret of why names are famous and why, who's behind it all? God. Kirkland, I am at the dead center. Yeah, so I have the goods now. I can solve everything that is presented to me very easily. Balsamic, vinegar. So, what's your favorite? What are your favorite things? Most of all, solve the names of God. Okay, Cool. More to come everywhere. The word more, if you're really good, is a triple IM. Ends in IM. It's a really cool package. MOR, and then you just start to, and then once you have like a set of like 3 letters, you just go on a magic carpet ride like you're playing Scrabble with every word that you can think of that has those letters, and it's all very calculatable and it's all very collectible. More, this is really cool in the word more. MOR equals double IM, and then of course RE equals IM. So there's this literal overlap of the letters to contain all these screaming IMs. There's always more with the great I am. Done. Genius, isn't it? Okay. So, discover new species, kids. I mean, God is doing this as I speak. People discovering new plants, new animals, new species, sticking names on them, beneath the controlled by the sovereignty of God. Enough. And, all right, let's have fun.